trapping season. Got this coyote right here this morning on a dirt hole set. You see the catch circle? I'm gonna show y'all how I caught him by remaking the dirt hole set right here on the edge of the catch circle. So basically, another coyote is gonna think something died right here, and the coyote that killed it buried it right here. So that's what we're doing. I just drilled the dirt hole, just a 2-inch dirt hole auger on a DeWalt cordless drill. You want to drill it on about a 45-degree angle, and then this is just a sod buster hammer. I'm gonna take and dig my trap bed right here. You're gonna have to deal with some roots because we're right next to the edge of the woods on this field. It's raining on us. It rained quite a few days last week, so this stuff is just mud. So now that we got the trap bed dug, I'm just gonna take a chunk out of the bottom, and that's where I'm gonna put the excess chain whenever you put the trap down in the ground. This is a heat treated stake driver. Can't remember the name of the company, but it's just a earth anchor, and you just hammer it down in there, pull up, set it, and you put your excess slack right there. Alright, so we're going to set it once without a pan cover and fire it just to make sure it's working right. It should be, if I can just get the dog down there. Yep. Money. This is screen wire. Use it as a pan cover. Cut it by 5 by 7 inches. You're just gonna push it in, punch it down. This is a Bridger number 3 fully modified. All the factory parts, got it night latched, and the pan set to about 4 pounds to hopefully try to keep coons out of it. There's the night latch. The reason I use screen wire pan covers instead of polyfill, which just fills in under the pan, this keeps it from getting on the springs and everything. Plus, if he steps just off to the side of the pan, it's going to drag it and make it fire. So it increases your, I didn't dig that big enough, which is, I'm trying to hurry because it's raining on us. Just want this thing to be seated in there as solid as possible, because if it moves, you're not going to catch a coyote on it. This is a Freedom brand heavy duty sifter. I'm just gonna pull this dirt, get that down right there, a little bit more on this side. You want it about, at the most, about a 1/2 inch under the dirt, or a 1/2 inch of dirt on top of it. You're just gonna sift a mountain over the center of your trap. All the clods and stuff, just throw them up out of the way. Don't be scared of the trap. See, right there's my pan. I'm gonna put all this dirt over the jaws, pack it down. Don't be scared of it. I know it's gonna take me putting 4 pounds of pressure on that thing to make it fire. I ain't putting 4 pounds of pressure on that thing. I've got my hand caught in them things many a time, and if it would break my hand, it would break a coyote's foot, and I ain't gonna use it. Here's the pan. Steps right there on it. So this is called burn dirt, where the this coyote was being in all night. So it's got coyote pee, it's got smell of coyotes all in this. So we're just gonna take some of this burn dirt and use it to sift over top of this and make it think that the coyote rolled on top of this after he buried this right here. Just sift it over, it's gonna add that extra smell. If I can get it to sift, because it's been raining on it and it's all mud. Which I don't think I'm gonna get it to do. Well, there's the set. Normally I'd put a little bit more burn dirt on there if it wasn't so daggone muddy. So now we're going to bait it.
The stick.
I'll get that in a minute.
Okay.
Don't use your gloves to bait with, because the smell of your bait gets on your gloves, it gets on your trap, and then you got the coyote looking where your trap is instead of where your bait is. You want his nose to go in that hole right there, and I'll set this about 2 inches to the left, so the right side of my pan on the left side of this dirt hole right here, which is going to direct him and put its left foot right there, and I'm going to put a little piece of something right here to steer it that way. But if you got the coyote sniffing right here, you ain't going to catch it, because it ain't going to step right there. It's going to be stepping back here. You want its nose to go here and not there. This is just cotton ball. A lot of people use sheep's wool. I use cotton ball because it's cheaper. It does the exact same thing. Just unravel a couple, stick them right there. This is Widowmaker. It's a bobcat based paste bait. It's not as strong as something like RK's Predator Plus, which is a skunk based. That's gotta be strong if it's based off a skunk, but just get a glob of it, dab it on there, and you want this bait as deep as you can get it down in there to keep raccoons from coming up and stealing your bait. Now I got that little piece of grass as somewhat of a backing, but I'm gonna use this pine limb right here, which I had as my backing whenever I caught this coyote right here, as more. This is gonna keep it from digging out the back of the dirt hole and not in me to where I can actually catch him. Take a couple pine cones, put that right there, and then put these pine cones right here on both sides. This one's down a little bit further, because remember I offset to the left over here. So I don't want him coming this way or he's not gonna get caught. He's gotta go over here to get caught. Bait's down in there, and where's the pea? Ready to take a leak right there.
I already did. He actually sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Who would have thought?
Now, this is fox pea. You're gonna put this on the back of the hole right here. But see, this is the one thing y'all gotta take out of this video. The only reason you're gonna catch coyotes using this is if you go down and hit that subscribe button right now. That's the only way you're gonna catch coyotes. It ain't gonna work if you don't hit that subscribe button. You just put some fox pea right there back here. That's the most effective way to get rid of coyotes, fox, bobcat, whatever you want going off your property. That's the most effective way to do it. Yeah. So this is the coyote. This is a male. It's a little stiff now, but it had a nice fur on it. It's nice and wet right now, but this has got a pretty fur on him. He'll probably about 18 pounds. FX 22 cal slug gun right there. Lights out. Didn't move. No suffering involved.
In the dome.
Yep.